In the last Road to Glory, we finished off a perfect season with Notre Dame securing a national championship in just our sophomore season. With nothing left to prove at Notre Dame, we decided to go home and face the challenge of bringing my hometown Syracuse Orange from a 72 overall to national champions. And what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and I know it has been a while since Road to Glory. And because of that, I did play through the FCS game just because there's no point in showing you guys an absolute blowout. But as you guys know, I am giving away a mystery Pokemon Japanese slab to somebody in the comments as soon as we hit 500 subscribers. And in honor of that, I've been opening Japanese packs every video, or at least to start or end every video. So I'm going to keep doing that until we hit 500 subscribers. And I just so happened to come across a Japanese White Flare booster box, so I am pretty set for at least the next 30 videos. And if you guys follow my shorts, you would know that I also have a Night Wanderer box as well, so I'm set for a little bit. So it'll be first pack magic in this booster box. Let's crack this booster box open. Obviously, I'm looking for the all-white Reshiram. I'm also looking for the SIR version that Mike pulled, maybe even the red Victini. I'm not sure if there is a red Victini. There probably is. I don't really know, but there is the booster box, all 30 packs in there. And as we do every video until we hit 500 subscribers, we will be opening a Japanese booster pack, and let's see what we can get out of it. All right, so starting it off, we have a Ducklet, we have a Rufflet, I'm pretty sure, we have a Blitzel, we have whatever that is, and I'm pretty sure that was our hit card, or no. Oh, no, there's our hit card. It's a Pokeball. Yes. Okay. So, okay, the hit cards are at the back of these. I'm not sure how the Japanese packs work sometimes, but we do get a Pokeball Tepig, but maybe that's some good aura going. I can't believe I just said aura. God damn it, Nick. Don't ever say that again. All right, so I am very nervous for this Notre Dame game. I mean, we have not a very good offense, and I played against the FCS game, and I showed you guys a little bit of the highlights, mostly probably the good stuff, but there were a lot of passes that were dropped like the second they got hit. So it felt like the only passes I was getting was wide open receivers, which against FCS I was getting a lot of, but I'm not expecting that against Notre Dame. So this is going to be interesting. Let's just take a look at our schedule real quick, and I'm just going to let you guys know how this season is going to go video wise. So obviously we got through the Notre Dame game. We have Houston, California, Louisville, Florida State, SMU, Virginia, a bye week, North Texas, Virginia Tech, Boston College, and Pittsburgh. So some of these games I might just play. I'm going to record all of it, but I'm going to play some of these games, and some of them might just not get shown to you guys. I'm not going to lie to you. So I'm going to skip over a couple of games in the series. I'm not going to sim anything, and I will show you guys all of the footage in essentially montage form like I did with that FCS game. But we're going to try to get through this entire season within like 3 to 5 episodes. But this episode is basically just a comeback to Road to Glory, and it's all really focused on this Notre Dame game because I am very stressed about this game. I feel like it's going to have to be an offensive battle, and hopefully we have the offense to be able to do something about that. So we're gonna see how this goes. I've already run the practice. I've already done pretty much everything. I did all that when I did the FCS game. I actually did that a couple of days ago, and then I took a break because I just did not want to play this Notre Dame game at all. Here we go. Let's get into it. Notre Dame versus Syracuse, our former team. And yeah, as you can see at the bottom there, we are at a 72 overall with a 74 offense and a 71 defense going up against a 96 across the board. All right, so here we go. Syracuse versus Notre Dame. The good thing about this is we're in the dome. We're not at Notre Dame, so I don't have to deal with stadium pulse. I don't have to deal with, you know, any home field advantage for the other team. Hopefully this is just a good game. All right, so opening drive, let's see what happens. We're actually starting with the ball. That is a little bit interesting. We're gonna have to hopefully start off strong. I did not want to start off with the ball, as you can maybe tell by my demeanor now, but hey, we're here. We got this. All right, we're gonna have Remmers. Problem is, I don't know anybody on this team because we are like in year 4 now of like the college football season, and nobody currently on Syracuse is on Syracuse, but we get a first down there, so that's nice. They are pressed on Hutashi. I don't know if like, are you good? I don't really know. Hey, fuck it. Fuck it. Got him. Let's go. What a way to start this. Dude, that is not how I expected to start this at all. I was sitting there debating that the whole time. I'm like, hey, there's no way he's going to get open. I'm going to have to like quickly look down to X. But this, from the second I snapped the ball, that looked good. Let's go. What a way to start this. All right. Perfect start to the drive, and our defense actually stops them. Oh, shit, dude. Do we have like a low-key good defense? What the fuck is this? I'm running. Get a block for me. Get a block for me. I tried to slide a lot sooner than that. I took a hit. Probably something I shouldn't be doing, but hey, we're moving downfield. We're getting yards. We already have a lead. We have a chance to take a 2-score lead here. And so far, that Pokeball Tepig is working. Up the middle, wide open. See, if these wide receivers are wide open, they'll make the catch. It's when they're in traffic, I don't think they're going to make the catch a whole lot. So I got to make sure that they have some space to run, and Buddy can run. What is with us having tight ends with the number 85 being absolute goats? Davis, I feel like, is going to have a killer season. I also wonder too, because we were a 70-something overall, we were probably pretty low in the rankings to start the season. And I wonder if, well, I'm getting ahead of myself. We're up 2 scores now, but I wonder if a win against Notre Dame would shoot us up into the rankings off the rip. We'd be 2-0, but the other win would be FCS, which isn't all that, you know, big of a win. Defense, come on. All right, defense does not get another stop. I wasn't expecting them to. I wasn't expecting that to keep working out. But the offense is rolling right now, and I just want to keep that going, and that's the only thing that I can control. So that's the only thing I'm going to focus on. Get a couple of yards here. We do want to start. I mean, it's way too early to start worrying about the clock, but at some point I'm going to have to like actually play that smart, and that's not always my strong suit, but my strong suit is getting big plays by running the football. Let's go. First down. I do apologize, by the way, if you can hear music in the background. I live across the street from an island that does shows and stuff. And I kind of figured it would be a little bit late in the summer to be doing that, but they're still doing it. Not that I'm complaining. It's kind of cool to be living across the street from that, but if you can hear music, I'm sorry. And YouTube, don't copyright me. All right. Got to get something here. Let's get a screen moving. Way to outspeed him. Oh my God, what a spin move. Dude, we're cooking with Syracuse so far. All right, we're going to let that be the end of the first quarter. I don't want to call anything risky here and start the second quarter with like a 2nd and long. And yeah, that was as good of a first quarter as I could have possibly imagined. 1 defensive stop and 2 straight offensive drives, getting us touchdowns, and a 3rd one on the way there. 87% completion percentage. These were all things that I said we need to get better at in this season. I will say in the FCS game, my completion percentage sucked, and we did throw an interception. At least 1. There might have been 2. I don't remember. But what I do know is that we got the win, and that's all I will care about in this game too. I slid a little early to get the first down, but it's okay. We're going to actually give it to our running back. Hopefully he can just get the inches that we need. And essentially, like, all of my offensive drive, I want to get a touchdown on every drive, and I need to just focus on getting the touchdown. But longer drives is more so what I'm striving for, because I do want to make sure that they have as minimal offensive possessions as possible. I don't think that's going to be completed. It is number 6. I'm sorry I doubted you. Get in the end zone. What a fucking play by 6. Holy hell. I don't even know who that is, but you are now my new favorite receiver. Wow, we have come to fucking play. Nicholas Remmers. He's got a goated first name, of course. Wow, way to break the tackle. And then the extension at the end of the play, it's not going to show up, but the extension at the end of that play to get into the end zone was absolutely huge. 3 touchdowns already, and the defense gets it. Dude, let's upset fucking Notre Dame. I'm not a part of this team anymore. I loved my time there, sure, but they're enemies now. Bruh. I'm not getting the run game going as much as I'd hoped. You know what's also kind of a cheat code here? Because my computer is like having issues, I don't have my capture card software open, though the OBS still manages to get the game capture and the audio. I can't actually hear the game audio right now. I'm literally in a very quiet room right now playing college football. I cannot hear a thing. I can see that it's being recorded so that I know that, and I've already tested it, so I know you guys can hear the game. I can't. And for some reason, it's making me play better. I'm just focused on playing football at this point. And I don't know if that's like a cheat code, but I casually just talked through a nice run. Let's just try to lead that away. Dude, having all of these better fucking... The difference between this Syracuse season and the Baylor season from my first season, when we just absolutely could not get anything, is because my ratings were also shit. So my passes weren't being able to be perfectly placed for these receivers to catch. Now they are. Like that throw to that running back, that form was perfect. It took me like 2 plays to get my point across, but it's fine. It's fine, and I just lofted that to a wide open receiver. I just got bailed. I did not mean to throw that at all, and I just lofted that to my receiver. We're at the 2-minute warning. I do kind of want to focus on the clock here a little bit because, again, they do start with the ball after halftime. So I don't want them to be able to score right before halftime and then right after. So I'm actually going to switch this to a run and hopefully either waste their timeouts or run 40 seconds off the clock here. They're not calling a timeout, so I'm going to just run these 40 seconds. All right, ran into my first computer issue. You guys might not have seen that last play, but we did get a good amount of yards on a drag route to our tight end. It is now 3rd and inches. Hopefully, computer is not about to lag on me again. They did call their first time out, so I might trust my running back here, and I just got a delay game. So I'm no longer going to trust my running back here to get 6 yards. It took me a while because my computer fucking... God damn it. All right, 3rd and 5. We kind of need a first down here. We got our one streaking across. He's open, and he doesn't get the touchdown, which is actually kind of clutch because now we wasted another one of their timeouts, and potentially if the running back gets stuffed here, we can waste their 3rd and or another 40 seconds. Come on. That's kind of perfect. They waste their last timeout. I low-key don't want to score here, but at the same time, a 3rd and goal is just as scary. But we've been able to do pretty much everything at will so far. So let's run it. Running back doesn't get in. We're going to waste all 40 of these seconds, and let's try to get a touchdown on this play. And you know what? I'm also going to throw him on a drag, so everyone's going to be coming across that way. I would love to max protect as well. And let's run it. This is not going to plan. All right. Well, not my brightest play. So we don't get a touchdown out of it because I was getting too clock dependent. But hopefully we can get a field goal, and they don't get anything with the 20 some odd seconds that they have. We do get a field goal. They don't get anything with the 20 seconds. They do score on their opening drive in the second half, which is fine. I kind of expected them to, but at least we still have the 10-point lead. We're already more than halfway through the 3rd quarter. So this is kind of nice. I'm liking how this is playing out so far. I do not love how that play. I ran straight into that defensive end. All right, 2nd down. I don't want to make the same mistake twice. I almost just threw an interception. I almost threw an interception. All right, 3rd and 12. Either the running back or I might get ballsy and try Hamlin, but no, probably the running back. Come on, get their running back. Run. Get their running back. Let's go, 80s. Dude. All right. I'm speechless. I am speechless right now. I am so fucking hyped, though. Let's go. Gregory Punani. I don't care what your fucking last name is. What a fucking play. Dude, I did not expect anyone on Syracuse to be able to outspeed anybody on Notre Dame. We have the 81% completion percentage, a 17-point lead that our defense manages to hold on to. We are cooking right now. I already just kind of put myself in a 3rd and 8 situation just by talking through 2 straight runs. We have 301 passing yards with 4 touchdowns, though, on the day. We are absolutely having a killer game. We just need to keep it up. Keep the momentum, get it done on the ground. Dude, we have to have like almost 100-yard rushing. What do we have? 98. Wow, let's fucking go. Running down towards the end of the 3rd quarter. I think if I get not an incomplete pass here, if the clock's winding after this, it'll be the last play of the 3rd quarter. And the clock will be winding because he is wide open. makes the catch, gets the first. I will let that be the end of the third quarter. We are up 17 on the defending national champions and my former team. Let's this game could not be going any better. We just got to have a very smart fourth quarter. All right, start of the fourth. Let's fucking end this shit. I'm not gonna lie to you, the back of my mind, it is telling me to stat pad because this is Notre Dame and I didn't win the Heisman last year and I want it this year. Okay, I didn't expect that to work. All right, but a good completion percentage goes a long way, so let's not do anything stupid like that. Let's call a nice screen, make our receivers do all the work because yards after catch are a quarterback stat too. All right, big third down. Not seeing anybody. I kind of have a hole there, but I took the worst possible route to get there. And yeah, we're not going for it on fourth down here. Fran Brown would do it though. This game's unrealistic. All right, kick the field goal. That was a long field goal. Props to our kicker, and we get another defensive stop. I think this game is over, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think there's any way I can choke this thing. And I know you guys, well, we got a turnover too. I know you guys are expecting a jump cut to us choking this thing, but it's not going to happen. Especially with running backs pulling off. White running backs should not have that much swagger in a spin move. That was ridiculous. All right, come on, Remmers. I'm expecting you come across the middle. Easy touchdown. Let's fucking go. Not only are we beating our former team and then the former national champions, we are absolutely crushing them. This isn't even close anymore. I expected this. I was scared to play this game. What was I thinking, dude? We have an absolute unit of a team right now. Let's fucking go. They end up getting another touchdown, 21-41. We beat our former team. We beat the defending national champions, and we are off to a very, very, very hot start with Syracuse. And let's fucking go. What an upset. They would be storming the field right now. Come on, college football, add storming the field into the game. Like, that is such a huge part of college. That is not Fran Brown, number one. Like, storming the field is such a huge part of the game. You have to add that into the next college football. Like, please, we need to start petitioning for that. I've heard nobody talk about that. Bring it to the game. 325 passing yards, 5 touchdowns, no picks. An essentially perfect game by our offense, and it had to be going up against Notre Dame. They still managed to put up 21 points, which is not at all what I was expecting them to put up. I expected if I was to score 42 that they would have scored like 41. So wild game nonetheless, but we get the dub, and let's see what do we get National Offensive Player of the Week, because we need to start racking those up now if we want to be at the top of this Heisman race. We get nothing. We got fucking nothing. We don't even get ACC Player of the Week. What happened last week? Did any of you guys just shit on the 8th team in the nation? No, I don't think so. God, I fucking hate this game. All right, well, let's take a look at the Heisman watch, and we're not even fucking in it currently. Auburn's quarterback Thaddeus Berryman is the leader in the Heisman watch. We got Rico Dalton, Jamil Jarrett, Tramel Jones Jr., and Duke Horn. So yeah, we got a little bit of catching up to do, apparently. We're here to prove some things in Syracuse. We're here to prove that we didn't just win a national championship last year because we had a stacked team in Notre Dame. We're here to do a lot more than that. Let's get the weekly agenda done and out of the way before the next episode. Get our XP, get our health, and then degrees, get STDs or something like that. Just looking at the top 25, I mean, there's a 1-2 Notre Dame that's ahead of us. I'm just saying, voters, you got to get us up there. I wonder if you go to top 25, can you see beyond the top 25? No. I thought there was a way you could. Did we make it in the coaches poll? Are we in the coach? No, we are not. We dropped. It is kind of cool. We dropped Notre Dame all the way down to 21st in the nation, but it is what it is. So we have a lot of tough matchups to go, and none of them are undefeated. So we're definitely not going to be playing the #1 team in the nation. It doesn't look like we have a tough schedule when you look at these records. Like when North Texas and Virginia Tech have the most wins out of any of these teams going into week 3, I'll take that. But like I said, that is the end of today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. I apologize for the computer issues. I really only impacted one play. Make sure you're getting into the comments to get into our giveaway, and make sure you're subscribed. Get us up to 5 500 subscribers so we can give away this Japanese mystery slab, and we can move on to our next giveaway that will be after that, getting us to 1,000 subscribers. But yes, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a great one. Peace.